Hello, my name is Dr. Kanani, and I will be explaining the vending machine simulator as well as the logic behind the code. So my project has the main class of vending app and then separate classes for item, item type, and vending machine, which are in models, and vending app is an app. Uh, so first I'll be explaining item type. This is the item type enum for fixed categories such as snack and drink. I use an enum to enforce valid item types, and then I override toString to display user-friendly names. So next will be item. Uh, the item class it uses encapsulation with private fields and getters. The getters allow controlled access to the name and price, and the toString it formats the item with the price as its currency. Uh, and then next I'll be explaining vending machine. Uh, so I used a static variable for total global sales so that the revenue is shared across all vending machine instances. And also the inventory uses an array list so that items can be dynamically removed after purchase. Uh, the insert money method, it validates the input and then it throws an illegal argument exception if there's a negative number, and this will pop up. Um, the select item method, it checks for an invalid index and then it uses index out of bounds exception, and so uh it checks to see if the index is not within the bounds. So let's say I type 8, then that would not be in there, so this would pop up. And then also for insufficient funds, we use a legal argument exception. And if the user doesn't have the efficient in sufficient funds, if they don't have sufficient funds uh to purchase an item in the vending machine, then this will pop up. Um, So on success, though, it updates the global revenue, removes item, and then it returns the change. And finally, I'll be talking about vending app. The YouTube video link will be placed here after I am done recording this. Um, so this program, here's the setup for the user interface, what the user will see, the final manager report down here. Um, so the program runs inside a while loop so that it continues until the user presses done. Uh, and so this allows the user to switch between machines. And uh, so all input is inside of a try catch block uh, for uh, robustness. And specifically, I catch input mismatch exception so that the program does not crash. And again, here's the final manager report, which will be displayed as well as this. Uh, so now let's run the code. So which machine would you like to visit? 1, office break room, or 2, gym, 3, done, slash exit. So we'll visit 2, gym. So we'll see if it works. So first, so let's say I'll say $5 and I want to purchase a Powerade, which is 1. So I have $3 in change. Powerade is $2. 5 minus 2 is 3, so that's correct. And now I'll also check uh, to see if the errors will also show up if done. So I'll go to the office break room and then let's do the insufficient funds one first. So let's say I have $0. and I want to purchase some Snickers. So yeah, I can't purchase that. Insufficient funds needs $1.25 more. So that's correct. And now I'll do the invalid item selection. So let's go back to the office break room and let's select an item that's not on here. So five, or sorry, this is the money amount. So let's say I have $5, right? And then select item number. So let's say item five, which is non-existent. Yep, selection number five does not exist. So only zero, one, and two would exist for these. So that the error for that is correct as well. Um, we'll also test invalid input. So if I enter a letter instead of a number, so let's say A, for example, invalid input, please enter one, two, three, one through three, or type done. So yes, so all the errors uh were displayed here, and now let's check the final report. So final manager report. So let's say we're done. And yeah, so it shows the final manager report and yeah, total revenue. All right. So that was the vending machine simulator. Thank you so much for watching.